Hi, welcome to section 3, Siu Nim Tao. Okay, as we've moved through these things, it's an absolute beast. One important thing to remember, if something happens 3 times, it's very important. And obviously this section here happens 3 times. Okay, so this essentially is what we're doing, and then we're going to come up here, and then we're going to come here, and then choom, choom, bam. Now we've got a couple of things going on in section 3. One is we're kind of, this part here for the detail is coming in to our body line, right? And the reason that we're not staying out here is because here we can get pushed back. And if we're locked into our body, the energy then goes into our body and stops, right? So we've got this really nice, strong structural shape, which means we can surge forward. And it means that we're not going to get pushed back in this kind of way. We're not going to have this collapsing structure. So we're coming in here. And then go into our Wu Sao. Now then, this is something that I want to talk about. This line that doesn't change. And you'll notice that I'm not doing this. This is weak. This will collapse. This will just fold into me. This is horrible. Right, what we're doing, we're using our back muscles here, big muscles, to control and keep this angle the same. Now we do hit a point where we come down, we can't go much further, right? But that is when you give it the shoulder to bring it back. So we're still maintaining this strong shape, and giving it the shoulder, then allow us to move forward. Here, coming forward, coming up, coming down. Now this, as my Sifu likes to say, Wing Chun lies all over the place, right? So if you're a bunch of villagers up in the mountains and you're trying to do these secret forms, you're going to put your movements in a way that if someone is watching you from a neighboring village, they're not going to understand what's going on, right? So things like here, you'd never attack like this, but what you would do is grab the back of someone's neck and pull them in. This is why when we're going through things, we want to start looking at things in different directions, right? Is that it's not always how it seems. So this is a really strong, lovely little lock. We're going to get this up here, back of someone's neck, and we're going to use the forearm and the elbow here to control the movements of the other person. And what we can do is what's really big back muscle, which is going to allow us to do that. So this is because we've got this nice strong shape and we've got a hook at the back, we've got this really strong movement where we can kind of control people and take people. Now obviously there's ways that other people can get around it, you know, push elbows in, etc. But generally that's pretty good. Okay, so we've spoken about the elbow being on the body. We've spoken about here, we've spoken about here, and this coming back, and the strength here. And then obviously we've got, now then this isn't sideways, okay, because we do that later on. This is forward and up. Now this is lovely. We kind of do sparring and one, we'll get into that at some other point, but this is a beautiful movement. For me, you go through different realms of control, and the better you get, the closer it gets to your core, right? I'm not there yet, so you kind of start off and you're trying to control people's hands. I'm on elbows, so if I control someone's elbows, then I'm in a good place. And for me, this here is a beautiful controlling mechanism for elbows. So pushing upwards and outwards, and just off to my shoulder line, is basically allowing me to control these elbows into a trap. Now I tend not to go to traps, I tend to go to breaks, but it's giving me that opportunity. So through the chum key movements and stuff like that, I'm allowing myself that outside line, and it's allowing me to get in and get these breaks. So this is lovely. I can't express that more. And then we're coming back and hitting out with strikes, the chin, idea of palm strikes so we're not breaking our wrist. It's just really good to get into the idea that you're hitting with other things other than just your fists, especially depending where you're hitting on the body as well. So there we go. That's that is pretty much section 3. That was obviously wrong, but still. Thanks for watching.